to swing a golf club, from driving to putting. We're going to go over the basics, your key things about your swing, and your short game, which would be like pitching and putting. You have the types of clubs. You've got your driver, which is, everybody knows, you just hit it off the tee. It's the first club you use. And then you have all your irons, so I have 4 to 7 down to 9. And then you have your wood, so I have a 4 wood and a 3 wood. And then you have your putter. So when you're playing golf, you want to be a par golfer. That's a good score. So that's like 4 strokes to the hole. And so that's 1 off the drive, a couple of shots with an iron, and chipping, and a couple putts. So that's normally around 40 for 9 holes. And then now I'm going to show you how to grip the club. So you lay it down in your fingers like this, and you put your thumb down in the crease of your palm, and then grip it with your other hand. And you want your thumb facing down towards the bottom of the club. And then your feet, you want them so if you had a club laying on the ground off both your toes, that's where you'd want your toes. You want your toes pointing towards the hole. At where you're aiming. So for different clubs, you have different swings. So with your driver, you're normally going to be a little bit more stretched out, and it's more full swing, it's longer. And then down the lower irons, you'll have a smaller swing. It'll be more standing over the ball, rather than with your driver, you're stretched out. And then higher irons and woods, you'll be more stretched out, more like your driver. And then when you're hitting your ball with your irons, having the ball in the back of your stance, when a club comes in to hit the ball, your club will be hooded more down, and it'll keep the ball closer to the ground, so you have to hit under some trees. It's good to keep the ball back here, and then you put the ball in the front of your stance, like off when you drive, you put it at the front of your stance. So when your club is coming up when you hit the ball, and the ball will fly higher into the air. So range, just kind of put it somewhere towards when I drive, I have it in the front, and when I chip, I just kind of put it in the middle. So for chipping, when you chip, if you're up close, you can kind of chip just a little. You lock your wrists and your elbows and just rotate your entire body and chip it. Or if you have a longer chip, you can do more of a full swing, and you can still lock your wrists. Or else you can just do a normal swing and hit it hard and far. And then when you're chipping for the green, so if you kind of read the green, you can see the slope of where things are at. So you don't necessarily aim for the pin, because if you aim right for the pin, then you'll bounce off the pin and it'll just roll past. So you'll want to aim before the green or above it, depending on the slope of it. And then that's where also, if you hit it high up into the air, you can land the ball soft on the green. It won't roll as much. Or if you bounce it more, it'll just roll fast on the green. With putting, you have to read the green. So with your putter stroke, it's just a solid, lock your elbows and just smooth all the way through, no wrist or anything like that. So it's kind of like chipping with putting, except you can't land the ball soft, you just hit it easy. So say there's slope coming down like this, you'd want to aim above the hole, because gravity will pull the ball down towards the hole. And then if you're hitting it uphill, obviously you have to hit it harder, and downhill you want to hit it softer. And some greens, so there's a fast green and a slow green. So fast greens have shorter grass, so the ball rolls a lot easier, and those greens are a little bit harder to play on, because your ball will get away from you if you aren't quite sure. So you got to really go easy on those greens. And then on the slow greens, you can kind of whack it harder, because it won't roll as much after you hit it. So I went over from driving, where you want the ball in your drives and different swing types. I went over your grip, how you grip the club. And then I covered how the scoring works and different clubs. I think so. Now you're ready to come out on the golf course.